Before we begin, ask yourself this. If a rich, powerful stranger offered to marry you and take away all your problems, would you say yes? This is the story of a girl who did, and what she found out nearly cost her soul. If you love stories filled with suspense, African folktales, and chilling twists, make sure to subscribe to this channel right now, hit the like button, and drop your thoughts in the comments when the story ends. Now, let's begin. In a quiet village far from the noise of cities, where the earth cracked beneath bare feet and hunger whispered through empty granaries, lived a girl named Nene. She was beautiful, not just in face, but in spirit. Her kindness lit up the village like sunrise, even though her family owned almost nothing. Their crops had failed, the animals had died, and hope was drying faster than the river. Then one evening, just as the sun melted into the horizon, a stranger walked into the village. He was tall, too tall to be ordinary. His skin was smooth, almost glowing in the twilight, and he wore robes that shimmered like water under moonlight. Around his neck hung chains of gold. In his hands, a pouch filled with coins that clinked like magic. "I seek a bride," he said, his voice low and soft, almost hypnotic. "And I have chosen your daughter." Her parents were stunned. No one knew who he was. No one had seen him arrive. He gave no name, no family background, no land to return to. But when he poured the gold onto their floor, their hesitation disappeared. They were starving, and this man offered salvation. Nene protested, begged, even cried. But in a house where hunger had louder teeth than love, her voice was ignored. The wedding happened 3 days later. The villagers danced, but the wind did not blow. Birds did not sing. Even the drums sounded hollow. Her husband kept his face veiled even through the ceremony. He never smiled, never touched her, but he gave her a home, more beautiful than anything she'd seen. A grand compound at the edge of the forest, with thick clay walls and carved doors, where silent servants walked like ghosts. On their wedding night, he told her 3 things. "Do not enter my chamber after dark. Do not speak to the servants. And above all, never watch me at night." For days, Nene lived in silence. The food was rich, the bed soft, the clothes made of silk. But her husband was distant, vanishing each night into his private room, re-emerging only at dawn, fully dressed and bone dry. Curiosity ate at her like termites in wood. Who was he? What did he hide? On the 7th night, she broke the rule. She crept quietly toward his chamber and found a small crack in the bamboo wall. One glance, and everything changed. Inside, her husband stood by a pool of dark water. His robe lay on the floor, empty. His skin was not human. His arms were covered in black scales, glistening in the candlelight. His legs were no longer legs. They had fused into a thick, powerful serpent's tail that coiled and uncoiled beneath him. And then, as if sensing her, he turned. His eyes were yellow, vertical pupils, cold, unblinking. "Now you know," he said, voice no longer soft. "And now you must choose." Nene ran. She didn't stop to think. She didn't stop to cry. She ran through the forest, her feet bleeding, her breath ragged. The trees closed in around her. The wind whispered her name, and something slithered just behind her in the shadows. She ran until she reached the shrine of the blind priestess. The priestess had no eyes, but she saw what no one else could. When Nene told her the truth, she nodded. "You married the Ugwu-Eke," she said, "the forest serpent, cursed to wear a man's skin. Every season he takes a bride, to feed his power, to keep his form." The priestess gave her 3 sacred gifts: a mirror to reveal truth, a black rope to bind the undying, and a red fire seed to destroy what cannot be killed. "He will come for you," the priestess warned. "He will lie, he will cry. You must not believe his tears." That night, Nene returned to the edge of the forest, and there he was, her husband. He looked human. His hood was gone, his eyes were gentle, his voice trembled. "I was cursed," he said, "betrayed by my first bride. I only need a woman to love me willingly. If you stay, I will become a man again." He wept. He knelt. He begged. For a moment, Nene's heart trembled. Could it be true? Could this creature really be a man trapped in a monster's skin? She raised the mirror. Come up in its reflection, his true form snarled back at her, serpent fangs, tongue flickering, fire burning in his throat. He was not sorry. He was hungry. He lunged. She threw the rope. It wrapped around him like chains made of shadows. He thrashed, screamed, tore at the bindings, but the more he fought, the tighter it held. "You cannot kill what was never alive!" The serpent screamed. His skin burst. His tail coiled and jerked violently. The trees bent backward as the fire consumed him. He cried out her name, once, then never again. By morning, there was only ash. The forest was quiet. Birds returned to the sky. Nene walked back to the village, and everything was normal. The villagers smiled at her. Her parents greeted her as though nothing had happened. No one remembered a husband. No one remembered a wedding. The gold was gone. The house at the forest's edge had disappeared. But Nene remembered. She still wore the black rope around her wrist. She never married again. She never spoke of what happened. But every full moon, some say, she walks alone to the edge of the forest and listens, because from deep within the trees, a voice still whispers, "Nene, I would have given you everything." If this story sent chills down your spine or kept you holding your breath, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a tale like this again. Comment below, what would you have done in Nene's place? And remember, not every rich man is a blessing. Some gifts come with fangs.